Hey guys, welcome back to the video. It's Adil, and today we're going to be making some falafel. So, from the start, you're going to want to just wash your crushed chickpeas. So, you're going to wash them. I left them overnight. And now you're going to want to drain all the water out. So, as you see, we're putting it into our drainer. I don't know what people call it. And then you're going to just make sure that you took all the chickpeas out of your bowl. And you're going to just make sure that you drained all the water out. And then you're going to just keep adding a bit of water over it. You know what I mean? And then you're going to turn off your water. And you're going to make sure that the water's all drained. And you're going to either, if you want to, just put it back in the bowl. Or you could just use the drainer and just put it in the bowl. And at the same time, take all the water. Now you're going to grab any kind of blender you want to use. As you see, we're going to take off the lid. My choice was Ninja. Okay, now we're going to add a couple scoops of the crushed chickpeas. So, you can see like we add like 5, if I'm right. You're going to want to, and then onions, and garlic, and parsley. But when you're doing the chickpeas, you want to make sure that you have a good amount for the serving you're doing, like 5 people, 2 people. And now you're going to put it on the blender. For me, I made it into 2 halves. One I put in a bowl and kept it in the freezer so you could use it another time. And when you want to make falafel again, you can take it out of the freezer and just make them and oil them. You're going to keep it out on your kitchen counter. Just let it kind of not be cold anymore and get warmer. And then you're going to make falafel. Now, as you see, we're blending the chickpeas in the blender. You want it to turn into like kind of doughy, but you're going to want to keep adding at least water, like at least 2 times, and don't add that much of amount, and you're going to want to just keep blending. As y'all see what's happening in the bottom, that's what y'all need to have, and it shouldn't be liquidy. The amount of falafel. And now we're going to add more because I wanted to do that. It's per serving, so it's your choice. I added more so I could make the whole entire chickpeas and finish them all and just make it in one day. Add some more, and make sure, and then add again. We're going to do the same thing. Onions. Okay. You're going to want to cut your onions, not that much cubes. And then the garlic, parsley. This just gives it so much flavor, and this is not the only things you're going to want to add. We're going to be adding some seasoning later, so just like that. Here I'm going to show you a bit of the mixture kind of we have, and we're going to put some more water. As you see, the amount is little, not that much, because we do not want it to be liquidy. And we're going to put on the cap. No cap. We're going to put on the cap, and we're going to power on and turn it on again. Low on low. Then when you put it, see how easier it kind of turns into that doughy kind of mixture that you want when you put some more water. But you don't want to put that much water. Like I only put like two times of that. So, okay. Now it turns to this kind of doughy kind of mixture. And I added a couple scoops because now we're going to want to add the seasoning. You're going to want to keep it like in the bowl you're using, or put some in a bowl. And just because I did a big amount, I had to do that. First, we're going to grab some sesame seeds, white seeds basically. And you're going to take the amount you want to put is about the same amount of kind of like mixture you have. So like for me, I put one spoon. Now we're gonna put 1 spoon of za'atar. Okay, so I put 1 spoon of za'atar. You could use any kind of za'atar. I use the red Lebanese kind. And now we're going to put a spoon of curry powder. Okay, now we added 1 spoon. And see, now we're going to add some cumin/kamun. So we're going to add 1 spoon again. But for this one, you're not going to want to add like 1 spoon. Just add a bit, but not that much. So you don't want to add that much of the cumin, as you see. Like that amount is good enough, and just like that. And of course you're gonna want to add the salt. Okay, I use kosher salt, so we're gonna add 1 spoon of salt. Not 1 spoon, but just a bit of salt to give it more flavor. For me, I should have added more salt, but that's okay. And now you're gonna want to mix it all up. So you're gonna want to start mixing it. You're gonna mix it all until it turns into the same kind of doughy mixture that we had. So as you see, you're gonna keep mixing, and now we're gonna start frying it. But before you do, you're gonna have to add some baking soda and baking powder first. But for the baking soda, you're not gonna add that much. So now we grabbed a teaspoon. Okay. 1 teaspoon of baking powder. That looks like more than 1 teaspoon, but that's good enough. And then now when it comes to baking soda, you're going to want to add a little bit of baking soda. We got the baking soda, and we're going to add just 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Just like that. And then you're going to want to mix this whole entire mixture that we made all together. But you're going to want to add a little bit of baking soda, not that much. As you see. That's a good amount. And you're going to add that in there. Then you're going to keep mixing until it turns into that kind of doughy mixture you want. Now you're going to grab you something that you want to use to fry your falafel in. So you're going to add some oil in there. Now you're going to get your falafel in 1 spoon, and you're going to want to shape it up into kind of like a circle, but not a circle. And then you're gonna make it into a circle, and then you're gonna just flatten it out until it looks like that. And we're gonna add a little bit of a hole, so a hole that's not gonna go through the whole falafel, but a hole in there. And you're gonna fry it. And now we're gonna add a couple more. You wanna, if you have the same kind of amount of you're gonna wanna just keep adding the falafel in there. And you're gonna let them fry. And make sure that you have it on low heat. Just like that. And then you're gonna wanna keep flipping them at least like 1 time until it's kind of that brown kind of color that y'all want. Like a light brown kind of tan color. You're gonna flip them over and let them keep cooking. You're gonna want to get yourself a plate, and you're gonna want to put some paper on it, like baking paper. And now you're gonna want to put the falafel, and then we got salad on the side. And then you got your sauce, you got your pickles. And yeah. That will be the end of the video, and you're going to want to make it into any kind of sandwich.